What's going on, guys? Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners, and you are tuned into the Hot List on Red Friday. So I hope you all had an awesome week. Would love to know what you guys accomplished this week, some of your wins, and see what you guys have planned for the weekend. I know this is Memorial Day weekend, so a lot of us are making plans. I am just planning on showing some houses. So as you guys jump in here, I would love to hear from you guys what you have planned for the weekend, what you have going for the weekend. Are you working? Are you spending time with family? Love to hear your Memorial Day plans. As you guys know, I do the Hot List with y'all Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we talk about listings. We talk about new properties on the market. We talk about properties that have been on the market and had a price reduction, something unique about the property that I would like you guys to know and like to share with you guys. I also answer your questions and that you have submitted to me, and we talk about them and go through it. Today is no exception. So, property we are talking about today, click on that link. It'll take you right to my website, and you can see some pictures of this house. It is incredible. The address is 1509 West 20th Park Place, right here in Emporia. It is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath house. It does have a 2-car garage that is attached. Around 3,800 square feet finished space. Listed right now for $375,000, courtesy of American Real Estate. What I love about this house, the brick patio is awesome. What I love more is the stone fireplace, as well as the vaulted ceilings in the house. Absolutely beautiful fireplace, very unique, very cool. Make sure you check that out. It's got stainless steel appliances in the kitchen island, as well as hardwood floors and carpet throughout the house. So make sure you go check out this. The one thing I do like about this house as well, it is walking distance to Jones Park, which is one of the nicer parks here in town, and it has not one, not two, but 3 disc golf courses in that park. Got equipment for the kids. Obviously, they can't play on it now, but you can walk through the park. There's ball diamonds. There's a couple ponds to look at and just watch it. So absolutely beautiful park. Make sure you check that house out. Click the link. If you're watching this live, it's going to be down below. Catch it on the replay. It's going to be back up top in the description. So, question of the day. Is there a way that I can maximize my pantry space? Well, this is a great question. I personally do not have a pantry. Wish every day that we did. So what I did come up with were 8 ways that you can maximize your pantry space, because a pantry is an absolutely amazing thing to have, especially if you don't have one like I do. They're not always only used to store dry goods. You can store so much more, which we're going to talk about. Better organize your kitchen. Whether it is like a small closet or a walk-in pantry, these can be the most important overall kitchen experience, and these really attract buyers to a home. So now the question is there a way to maximize storage and functionality? Yes, there are. So here are 8 ways that I came up with to maximize the pantry space that you have, whether it's closet size, walk-in size. Number 1 is going to be multi-height shelving. For the most part, pantries have shelves, right? However, they're usually evenly spaced, and they're just big open areas. So break up the symmetry a little bit and fit more than one shelf in there. So leave a little more headroom and by placing another shelf in there, break up the symmetry of just open and just wasted space. Other idea is that you can do vertical dividers. So not just horizontal dividers, but vertical dividers, and then add a half shelf in there or partial shelf in there for additional storage. Number 2 is going to be under shelf baskets. So if that headspace that we just talked about for the shelving, if you don't want to put shelving in there, consider putting some type of basket in there. This is a simple way to increase the storage underneath the shelves that we have, that you got that headroom like we just talked about. Obviously the baskets are going to be available in different sizes depending on your needs. So what I've seen in these and what I would recommend in a basket item is going to be lighter items, bagged items, maybe bread or any items that are fragile. Number 3 is going to be zone organization. Now, as I mentioned, we don't have a pantry in our house. What we have done, we have shelving in the basement that we use for a makeshift pantry. And what we have done is we have organized this. So there's a better way. So we have taken like items and placed them together. So we have canned goods, we have pastas, we have them broke down, by breakfast items, lunch items, dinner items, something along those items. So this allows you to modify each zone to maximize the storage capability. So if you have just a specific zone that it's going to be cans and they don't stack very well, consider breaking it up like we talked about at the beginning and try to just maximize that storage as best you can. Number 4, tools and utensil storage. So remember, we talked about the pantry being versatile and one of the most important items in the kitchen. So it's not just for food. It's great for storing kitchen tools and utensils so they're out of the way. So whether you add the baskets or some drawers, these can hold items or utensils that you don't use very often. Also consider smaller appliances, toaster, blender, margarita machine, whatever the case may be. Make some space in your pantry for that. Sorry. Number 5 is take notes. So this is huge for us in our house. We actually have a whiteboard. We don't have it on our pantry door, but we have it on a door. So what we do with the whiteboard, on one side it's got for note taking, and then it's a calendar. So we know, what activities we have going on. But on, the right-hand side where the notes are, we get our grocery list, our shopping list. Chase will write something if, he notices that we're out of milk or something that he wants for breakfast. He will put it on there as well. So it's great for shopping lists, meal ideas, and general reminders. Number 6, we got door racks. So if you know that you're going to have some space between your door and the pantry itself, consider a door rack like a spice rack. So if you don't have countertop space, you don't have cabinet space, get either one that you can bolt or screw to your door, or just hang over the top of the door, and you can just put your spices in there, help save some space and maximize the potential of that. Number 7, spin it like a top, right? What? Lazy Susans. So we don't have a Lazy Susan, and both Lisa and I wish we did. Showing people houses, I see a number of houses that have Lazy Susans, and there's a couple of them that are phenomenal and absolutely done it right. I showed a house that actually had not quite floor to ceiling, but they did a Lazy Susan that was about 4 feet tall, and that is an awesome way to maximize the amount of usable space in there. So most of the Lazy Susans you're going to see have one tier, sometimes two. Well, this particular one I showed was about 4 feet and was just a great way to maximize the space. The other thing that you're going to see right now, which takes us to number 8, are rollout shelves. You're going to notice these more and more, especially if you get into custom cabinets. Like there's a company around this area that does custom cabinetry, and they do a phenomenal job of rollout shelves. They do an amazing job. So this allows you to make the most out of your limited space because you can pull the drawers out or pull the shelves out. And this allows you to access what's clear in the back without pulling everything out or knocking everything over. So whether you use a drawer that's, even if it's a shelf that's got a little bit of lip on it so they don't tip off or fall over, that is an absolutely awesome way to help maximize your space. So those are my 8 ways to maximize your pantry space. So number 1 again was multi-height shelving. So don't just make it symmetric with squares, rectangles, break it up a little bit and offset, one side, put in a vertical divider, one side a little bit taller for items, and then break up the other side for a little bit smaller items. Number 2, under shelf baskets. So if you don't want to break up that open headspace with dividers, consider putting a basket in there for lighter items or fragile items. Number 3, zone organization is simply just matching like items together. That way, if you need maximum space, you can do it a little bit better, putting canned goods together, cereals together, whatever the case may be. Number 4 is tool and utensil storage. Utensils that aren't used on a regular basis, small appliances that you may not use, consider making space for them in your pantry as well. Number 5, we talked about note taking. So whether it's a chalkboard or whiteboard that you put on the outside of your pantry door, awesome way to take notes and set reminders for yourself as well. Number 6 was door racks. That way, whether it's one that you screw to the inside of your closet or hang, you've got something there for spice racks or a little bit additional storage. Number 7 we talked about was Lazy Susans, an awesome way to help maximize that space, whether it's a 1-tier, 2-tier, multi-tier Lazy Susan to help maximize that space. And then finally, number 8 is one of the most popular ones that you're going to see right now, especially with custom cabinetry, is going to be rollout shelves. Now you can have somebody come in and customize it, or they do sell aftermarket ones that you can put in, and whether they're wood, plastic, metal shelving, you can just bolt them to the cabinets that you have right now and just really maximize that space. So hopefully that answered the question of, if I have a pantry, how do I maximize the space? There you go. There's 8 ways. Hope that you guys got something out of that. Let me know what you guys think. Love to see what you guys have done to maximize your pantry. So I hope you guys have an awesome Memorial Day weekend. That's all I got for you today with the hot list. So thanks for watching with Matt in the Hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you back Monday.